Hello everyone, this is Gunjan Gimire from Chyau.Bio and we produce eco-friendly insulation panels. Now I would like to present to you our deal. We sell eco-friendly insulation panels to real estate developers and they give us money and that's how we make our money. Now why don't we talk about our market? Our market is the global insulation market and in 2015 the insulation market was capped at $5.2 billion and with a growth rate of 7.9%. In 2022 it is estimated to be at $8.8 billion. And talking about Nepal's local insulation market, we're projecting in 2024 the number of commercial houses that will have insulation installed in them is going to be 150. That is why it is going to be our beachhead market. We could tap in the residential market as well, but the number of houses that will have insulation in commercial areas is much more. Let's talk about our customer value proposition. Our customer value proposition is that we have the best ratio of resistivity over price against our competitors. And if we compare our ratio of resistivity over price to extruded polystyrene, glass wool, rock wool, and us, we are the leaders. And our closest competitor is glass wool. Now, why don't we talk about our product? Our product has low capital investment and we have proprietary production method and our product is insured production. What insured production means is that our waste can be recycled into our product itself. That's why we have a proprietary method and low capital investment. So each part of our product mechanism helps each other. So it's a symbiosis production mechanism. Now, why don't we talk about our customer discovery? Now, customer discovery was very interesting for us. We had 20 interview participants, 12 were real estate developers, and 8 were overseers. And we had 3 key questions for them. One was, what is insulation and what kind of insulation you choose? Why do people use insulation? And what happens to insulation at the end of its life cycle? Now, what we learned from these interviews was insulation is used to reduce energy cost and the type of insulation they choose is the type that's really cheap and efficient. And the third and the most important aspect of the key learning that we learned was traditional insulation at the end of the life cycle is discarded and is thrown into the natural ecosystem. Which brings us to our financials. Now, financials have 3 key value drivers. One was the reliable machine cost, second was reliable and skilled human resource, and the third was cost variability of raw materials. Now, these are our financials for the third year in 2023. That's our third year of operation. With 120 buildings of our beachhead market, that is the commercial construction building in Nepal, we estimate a market share of 25%, and that brings us 30 customers with 4,000 pieces per customer sold at 165 rupees per piece to a customer, brings us a profit of 4 million rupees estimated per year in our third year of performance. Now let's talk about our climate impact. Our product takes 120 days to decay in the natural environment. Plastic insulation, on the other hand, takes 200 years. Our product requires less energy per day than it requires one pan of plastic insulation to be produced, 4000 kilowatt or more, according to Stanford University. And anyone who is 10 years or older can compost our insulation panels with gardening tools. And the amount of carbon that we produce compared to glass wool, our closest competitor, is very less. They produce 155 kgs per panel and we produce about 3.5 kg per panel. And that's a huge comparison and a huge cutoff of carbon right there. Now, why don't we talk about our team and mission? Our team is comprised of 3 individuals. There's me at the top, there's Sunny Rajapada at the second layer, and Pallav Shrestha at the third layer. I am in charge of operation and sales, Sunny is in charge of business management, and Pallav Shrestha is an engineer who has had 7 years of experience at Honda in Japan. And our mission is that we want to create eco-friendly insulation panels, we want to research into eco-friendly materials, and we want to promote circular economy culture in Nepal. And with our products, we hope to do that. Any questions?